until recovery.
Excellent.
Roger.
So 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can go ahead and slow a little bit if you want.
And then we'll be followed by a 27-hour surface interval as we transit to our next dive site along Jarvis Island. I think we have 3 more dives planned for this leg of...
2.
I don't know. Steve said 3 earlier.
Not sure. Thought he said 2, but maybe.
I don't know.
We'll find out. You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Are you on SPL or am I just talking to myself?
I think we're on SBL.
I'm on
Okay,
SPL.
good. Good.
I think we're all on SPL now.
I feel like Steve said 3 more dives because I think they were trying to fit one in.
Yeah, they're trying to fit a third in.
Oh.
2 short ones and then a longer one.
Right.
Awesome.
I think, but we'll see. It's going to depend on a few things, but I would suspect if we see something spectacular on one of the other ones, we may extend it and opt for 2.
Lose the 3. Yeah, because I know he said two short ones at like 500 meters or so, and then maybe one on like Jarvis.
Yeah. Bridge nav. Could we secure the tanks and enable air to tuggers? Thank you.
You got that timing down this time?
Let's see if he calls me. I'll tell him we should have it.
Coast Guard's here.
Coast Guard we have our Coast Guard representative here.
Right, yeah, that sounds much better.
Yeah.
Let's see, where are we at? We are at about 300 meters from the surface. Anybody know anything interesting about pilot fish?
Actually, I was reading about them earlier because we saw them on our last recovery of dive number 2. They're called pilot fish because they often accompany larger predators like sharks or rays. And they have a mutualistic relationship. The pilot fish will often eat the ectoparasites off of them, and they'll get protection from the larger predator that they're with. We probably won't see any because I think they're diurnal, but they're called pilot fish because they usually escort the bigger organisms.
That's super interesting. Every time I see a pilot fish, it inspires me to write poetry.
In fact, Herman Melville actually wrote a poem about pilot fish.
Oh, I'd like to hear that.
All right. Let's see. Okay. As Herman Melville put it, they have nothing of harm to dread, but liquidy glide on his ghastly flank or before his Gorgonian head, or lurk in the port of serrated teeth in white triple tiers of glittering gates, and there find a haven where perils abroad, an asylum in jaws of the fates.
Excellent.
That's a really nice poem.
That's really good.
I think maybe your auto heading is
I mean, yeah, it's just
yeah.
just slow to lateral right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully that speed gives a little bit.
Also, they described pilot fish as close companions to the sharks. And there are tales of, not sure if these are true, but there are even tales of the fish following the ships that had caught the shark for weeks.
Aww, poor babies.
That's sad.
Isn't that sad? Yeah, the pilot fish will sometimes swim to the shark's mouth to clean away little bits of food from their teeth, and they appear to be good friends.
Just dumping flow now here.
They were originally called, I think they were called pilot fish because they would sometimes follow ships. Ooh. But, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna, oops, not supposed to be talking.
I'm glad we were able to work that in.
Mainly just checking in with Aaron and the ROV team, see where the wet lab is done. Comfortable with moving, and we're pretty much just going to be going due south to that, and then hopes Aaron will get all the seminars all started on that. And then Miles is going to, I told him he doesn't have to get up there as much because it's pretty much either right on the line or maybe a little before, a little after, because he'll just shut off the seminars and there's nothing to worry about until we cross back in. So we'll check in tomorrow. Some point during the day, just kind of see where we're at, make sure we know when the ship's going to be crossing into one of the USEEZ. Yeah. Cool.
You want to bring up the camera on the Argus?
Roger.
Thanks, Dan.
Whoa, man. Usually lame implies not good. Mm.
Nice. Then if you want to secure the thrusters too.
Secure what?
Secure the Argus thrusters.
Oh, Roger.
My lateral is giving me nothing.
Yeah, Jess, I bet there's a little bit of a cross current down there.
Yeah. dumping on my flow though. Let's see. Dang, I'm really hoping for that field goal. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have it.
What's that, Jess?
So I'm looking for my field goal and I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Let's see if we can move her over a bit more.
Mm. Loud and clear, Mark.
What's your depth now?
Current depth is 155.
Understood, 155.
Oh, yeah, look at this progress now.
Yeah, it's just that little bit.
You got the squid show again.
Hmm.
So it looks like that's the dirt spot that we were talking about earlier, or no?
I think so.
No.
I think it's the coating that's, something's been used on the coating that's pissed it off.
Yeah,
Like acetone or something, I don't know.
that's a good point.
I think it must be a coating on there.
If you're just joining us, we have a fairly long transit after we get the vehicles on board, about 26, 27 hours. Then after that, we'll be closing in near Jarvis Island, where we plan to do 2, maybe 3 more dives before we finally have to pack it in and head towards Samoa.
Oh, shrimp's gonna get him. Squid was going to get him a shrimp.
Predation.
Yeah.
Oh, we kicked in our ink jets.
Oh yeah. Ink jets engaged.
That helps us get to the surface faster.
Makes the vehicle smell better when it gets on deck too. Do I need to slow down a tad more?
I think you're right. Once it gets to 10, then we can slow down a bit.
100 meters.
100 meters. Nice timing there, navigator.
It was getting hairy there.
Second one in a row.
I always give myself a bit of buffer. And it seems to work out because there's always like, oh, we got to sort out and pull niskins and get started going up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's about 10 or 15 minutes. If you don't factor that in, then you're 10 or 15 minutes late for Mark.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that was a big one.
I like those on-the-fly niskins.
Oh, nice.
Oh, don't go that way.
Yeah, please don't go that way.
Oh, good.
Thruster dust.
No.
A half a calamari floaty.
Calamari. That's not what you order at restaurants, is it?
They're not very hungry because they're not snagging up the...
Herc's mezzo is acting funny.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Maybe we need to cycle that program.
Just slow that baud rate down from super ludicrous to just ludicrous.
7.6 meters, and I'll do an all stop at 5.0.
Bet you if you set it to 115, it'll either not talk at all because the bottom side's set, or it'll be happy.
Looks happy.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. Never
Not
mind.
happy. Unhappy.
Unhappy. Can't always get what you want, Mezzo. Ooh, totally dumping a lot of flow now. 6.4.
It's interesting, it's not going pink. They used to do when they lose comms.
Might need to all stop in about 3 meters there.
Thank you.
Roger that. We are all stop on the winch. Control vans ready to recover. you can proceed.
Still stop. Understood, coming up.
All right. All right, we can stop trusting that in a few tens of meters,
Yeah.
but it's looking good so far. I'll probably cut the, looks like we got enough current, about a half a knot, so I'll cut the thrusters at around 10 meters.
Roger.
So if we didn't have any current, I would just keep streaming. Just keep them, and I could do it now too, but it just puts, it's kind of unnecessary. Because we're calm enough, you know. Is that Trevor and Kylie?
I think that's Steve.
Steve. Go Steve.
Kyla looks totally confident. Steve looks a bit nervous.
He does. He's got like a stance about him, like he's ready to harpoon a whale.
I think it's his first time back there.
I think so.
You want me to do what? I'm not going out there, no way. It's nighttime.
You
What
might
about
be
when we get
slightly off
some-
to the port side according to the current and also what you're looking at, but
Yeah.
it'll be fine to fight at the surface, I think. We'll be good.
Throwing some lateral on right now anyway.
Okay. Sounds good.
Rather have had it on for the past couple minutes just to see if I can get over a bit more.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little off.
There's your hue. The blue hue.
Blue hue.
Looks like you got 10 meters in the bank to play with it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
did you plan it that way?
I just keep on going up. I don't stop.
Yeah, they seem to be going a slower speed then.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 meters in the bank, you can fudge the field goal. You get some time.
Exactly.
So they can actually fight the current better when we are holding position because we're adding more, and so they're kind of pinned because of that. So if you get it right, they'll be pinned in the right spot, but if it's slightly off, then they're pinned in a not so good spot. So you can do it, Jess.
I know. Yeah.
Come on.
I got 12 meters plus 9 for them.
Yeah.
They're at what, 515? I don't think they
15? Yeah, you got time.
get into field goal position.
Start blowing on it.
Yeah, here we go.
You can,
Nice.
you can kill those birds for a heartbeat. Just to get you there.
You
You're
got
not
this,
doing it,
Jess.
don't worry.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there,
Just a
guys.
little bit more.
Just
Careful, you're going to rip
pushing.
the stick out of the console.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, we're almost there.
A little bit more.
Bridge now.
See the vein
We can hold
bulging
position?
in your forehead.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna say that's a field goal, even though it's definitely not.
That was a field goal. It's totally
That's a
field
field
Well,
goal.
that's a field goal.
Yeah, I'm still 1 meter down.
Hey, there we go. Not until we see the splish splash is it officially above the water.
Bias now. 0. There you go.
Still got stick lock on there.
I do. That was probably why I didn't Lateral as much. Oh dear. I think it's a bedtime for Jess. I was like,
You catch that, Dan? Kill your lights. Kill Argus lights.
Roger.
Copy that.
oh dear. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Coming out of the water now. Full stick forward.
There's no stick light green thingy on the GUI, is there?
Man,
Just for your,
Not on the GUI.
just for your autos.
Hook it, Steve.
On Steve.
You got it, Steve.
Oh, it's just yanked in there. There we go. Alright, I can close this now. So you're really just monitoring and make sure that they're comfortable in there, but we're fine. Like if you look over and they're full lateral over and still off to the opposite side, you can say, do you want me to step over, you know? And then you can ask you can just do the quick math with the bridge, or you can just ask them for a step to ship's port. That'll go through. That translates. They can switch this over here from a just absolute to relative, and then just hit west, and then go over, or east, whichever. Argus on deck, 1405.
Five minutes late.
Nah, it's fine.
My heading's pitching around a lot.
It's probably freaking it out because it's on the surface.
Is that Suna?
Where?
Oh, on the left.
Yeah, that's
it is.
Suna.
Go Suna and Jamie.
Oh, Mike's pulling in the daisy chain.
Who's on the crane, Allison?
Allison, yeah. I think it's only Allison, you, and Miles who can do the crane, I think.
And Trevor and Mike.
Oh, just kidding.
And Mark.
Is Trevor up?
Yeah.
Trevor's asleep right now.
Yeah.
Who's on the winch then?
Might have been Allison as well.
Or that might have been where Mike was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Daisy's going in butt cam. There it goes.
Does it look like it's wrapped around there?
Can't tell. Yeah, it kind of does. To be honest with you.
I'm wondering if it's just the way the water is right now, or if we do have a wrap. Sure.
What's that?
So I'm not sure if it's just like wrapped.
It could be
around
wrapped
something
around
else
in the water, yeah, like a full wrap around, but it's definitely got a wrap near the BSR.
Yeah,
See.
that's good.
So yeah, it looks like it's undone now.
Still hasn't parted the tape yet.
Yeah, it's when it gets into the sway limiter that the tape will come off. Rather, when the sway limiter starts to swing out.
Mm-hmm.